The stalwarts among us are always worth celebrating. Mrs. Eileen Alexis is celebrating her 102nd birthday. Surrounded by family, a mass presided over by Catholic Bishop Clyde Harvey was held on Friday in celebration of Mrs. Eileen Alexis of Archibald Avenue, St. George. Mrs. Alexis was the first-born child of Imelda and Charles Brown on November 24, 1920. With a cheerful smile, she told GBN what contributed to her longevity.
You can say it, Mom. I'm shy. Go ahead, Mom. Talk.
Met good people.
Right. And God blessed you.
God bless me. Planting. Pet food.
As well?
Yes,
Wonderful.
that's it. That's it.
Okay. One of her daughters, who also provides care for her, says her mom's health is almost perfect. The only challenge is a little hearing impairment.
I think this part of the reason why we're here and she is here is the kind of unconditional love that, mothers give. And she has always been that for us. And I think that has given her life. Her capacity to love greatly. Very quiet person, never said too much in the public, but had a great capacity for love, and she had a great love for God. That's where we learned our faith.
Former Education Minister and political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Mrs. Franca Alexis Bernardin, is another of Mrs. Alexis's daughters. Only surviving sibling, Nola Menez, remembers fondly her days under Eileen's care and all her teachings.
She was more like our mother, She was really, I lived with her for a while. She's more than a sister. She's been a wonderful mother. And she and her husband have taught us the importance of family and education. They were very much into educating their girls, So they passed on a lot to us younger ones,
Anya Chow Chung is one of Eileen's nieces. She says she's happy to be sharing this wonderful milestone with her aunt, who is an extraordinary human being.
Her daughters, they take turns looking after their mom. Their mom is never ever without one of them at her side. And it is really such a witness of love and the treasure of family. And I do hope that I can pass on what I've learned from my aunt and her sister, my mom, to my children in terms of the importance of family and having respect for the elders in our society. Good. And if God smiles, maybe I could bat to reach 100.
Ministers Philip Telesford and Gloria Thomas from the Ministry of Social Development and Desk of the Elderly also visited and spent time with the 102-year-old. Mrs. Alexis have lived to see up to her third generation, 4 children, 8 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. Christelina John, GBN News.